learn about data binding in LWC. So data binding binds property in a components template to property in the components JavaScript class. So let's get started and learn more about data binding. So first of all, here we have this hello world inside this paragraph tag. So we have to remove this world text from here, and we will give some property here, property variable. So to define a property variable, we use these curly braces. So we are defining a greet name to it. After defining the greet name, we have to go to this JavaScript file, and inside this JavaScript curly braces we have to define this greet variable, and we are passing a string value that is world inside it. And when we will see after reloading this to local development server, we can see that the value of this greet variable is passed. So the value of this greet variable is passed to our greet property defined in our HTML page. So as you can see, here is a word passed through the JavaScript to HTML. So that's all, a simple example of data binding. How can you pass it using a custom function? So for that we have to, we can change this greet value to Salesforce help guys, and after that when we will save it, you can see that these changes are reflecting on our HTML page in the real time. Now let's take another example of data binding. So for that we have to create an input field. To create an input field, we use lightning input tag, and inside this lightning input tag we have to define some properties of this input tag, like we have to define name of this input tag or label. Let's define label as name. So we are defining label as name to this input tag. So that's a label. After that we are defining the value. So value will be the default value or the value we want to pass inside this input field. And after this, the third property that we are defining is onChange. Inside this onChange we will define a method which will automatically run when the value of this input field is changed. So let's give a name to this onChange method. We are giving a handle change name to it. You can give any name to this onChange method. Now after giving a name to this onChange method, go to your JavaScript file, and inside this curly braces we have to define that method name. Now let's copy this method name and paste it inside this JavaScript file. Now after this method name we have to use circular braces, and inside it we have to define event, and inside this we have to define event. After that curly braces, and inside this curly braces we will define what properties will be or the what statement will be run when we will change the value of that input field. So let's give some property to that handle change method. Now we have this greet variable which we want to change when anyone will change the value of this lightning input field. Now let's go back to our JavaScript file, and inside this we have to define this greet variable. So for that we will use this dot greet is equals to after that we will use event dot target dot value. So this will give us the value of that variable or the input field when we will change any value of this input field. So this event dot target dot value will fetch the value of that input field if anyone will change the value of this input field, and after that it will pass this value to this greet variable, and from this greet variable it will reflect on our HTML page inside this greet curly braces of this greet. So now let's save this and deploy it to our local server. As you can see, by default it has Salesforce help guys value inside this input field, because we have passed this value in our JavaScript file. As you can see, this Salesforce help guys value is passed on the 4th line. So when we will change any value to that input field, it should reflect here. Now let's change this value to good morning. As you can see that these values are reflecting on the real time in our page. And so what's happening here, there is an input field in this HTML. When anyone, by default the greet value is Salesforce help guys, but when anyone changes the value of this input field, it directly reflect on our HTML paragraph. So as you can see that it's real time, it's changing now. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have learned about data binding in this video. See you in the next one.